Everyone in the United States of America and people who have businesses to do with America are growing impatient. They are gradually growing impatient as they await the official announcement of the winner of the United States presidential election, as this will determine a lot. The United States general elections has been the latest trend, and everyone seems to be following the details surrounding it. Although the polls are still being counted, there are some states that the president of America, Donald Trump, has ordered that they should stop counting as a result of some irregularities that, the stories of irregularities coming up here and there. I think Donald Trump already knows that he might lose the election, and he already, without filter, Donald Trump doesn't talk like a politician with filter. He speaks without filter. He speaks his mind, and there might be some downsides to this also. We know that politicians are kind of sly and sleazy kind of people at times. Well, in this case, there are a lot of issues happening in the United States of America, and people expected Donald Trump to act better, to speak to women with respect, and also to handle issues of racism in a more better way. And it seems Donald Trump is more connected to setting race in America, and these people, you see them out there during these elections with their guns, and also some of them screaming and shouting white power. Now, the polls, like I said, some are kind of being stopped at the moment, and some are being counted, and they're still looking into a lot of things. Now, what is it about Donald Trump, the president of America, and Joe Biden, former vice president? What is it about them? What do they stand for? What is their selling point, and what is this thing that appeals to people in them? Like I told you a little bit about Donald Trump, and I think a lot of you know, Donald Trump uses his Twitter handle. He says whatever he wants to say, notwithstanding who he hurts or whatever it is. He just goes about all of these things. It's like he's there ready to fight. And Joe Biden has kind of shown the other side of this by showing a little bit of empathy when it comes to his mannerism and the way he speaks. And aside all of this, there's something about Islam, as Donald Trump fired at the big man in the Roman Catholic, the Pope, and he said, well, soon you'll find the Muslims coming after your Vatican and all of that. So Donald Trump sells this, we against them, the Caucasians against the minority brown Mexicans and the rest of them. We, the so-called Christians, because to be a Christian, there are certain things about it. You just don't be a Christian by, oh, I'm a Christian because I think I'm a Christian. There are certain things about these things. It's like someone say, I'm a student of a university, but you don't go through the curriculum or any of those things. So, but let's just assume that there's something called religion anyway, and we have Islam as a religion, and we have the faith, two different things. We have Christians. We have them as a religion. We have it as a religion, and we have the faith of it. So, that being said, Donald Trump seems to kind of package himself and put himself around that Christianity. There are certain policies and things that he brought back that made people who are Christian inclined to be more supportive of him. Let us get that clear. But what happens to freedom of religion? What happens to people who are kind of are underneath some other religion? Now, people said Barack Obama is a Muslim. No, Barack Obama is never a Muslim. That is what people do not understand. He's never a Muslim. Having a father that he never even grew up with, that has that Barack as a name given to him, does not make him a Muslim. But if he's a Muslim, he's this and that, they are even talking about communism, socialism, and many other things. They say this is what they are trying to bring back. And they even said that Barack Obama is the one behind Joe Biden, that Joe Biden can never have such. I listened to interview. Why? Because Barack Obama is mixed, and he has certain things that has to do with Islam as a result of name, not religion. Obama is neither a Christian per se, just like Donald Trump is not a Christian, like a real practicing Christian, but faith. They might say, oh, I'm a Christian. Obama is not a Muslim either. So these things are just politics here and there. What I think about Obama is Obama is someone who feels that everything should be accepted. If you're a gay, if you're a Muslim, if you're a Christian, if you're whatever you are, he wants everyone to have a free space to perform. That is the thing about Obama. And the world that we live in is quite different. It's not, people don't see things in a straight line. People see things in a kind of different sides to. It depends on where you're focusing on. People see things differently. For example, gays will say, wow, Obama is our man. And they are minorities. We have the majority who frown against these things. And Muslims too, they might say, wow, all right, he allowed certain people to be in the government. Why would you call me off because of my religion? And he said certain things about the Christian religion or the patriarchal system of those days. He talked about slavery. He said, oh, if slavery is allowed in the Bible, in the scriptures, in the Old Testament, and they are even telling you how to go about handling slaves, are we going to say we have to take all of? So there are a lot of things that he pointed out, and I looked into it. And if we have to look at these things just generally or ordinarily, you might have certain things about it like, oh, it's true, slavery. Should we accept this, that God allowed it and even said how to handle the slaves? So there are certain things that people cannot relate to in the Bible, not even the Quran. Right now, when you talk about Islam, there's a lot of issues, chaos surrounding Islam, so much aggressiveness and Sharia and a lot of things, so much rough things surrounds Islam with the terrorism around it and many other things. And there are certain Muslims who are a little bit not that, they are not extremists, but the religion, the core of it seems to be so. So that's why there's a huge lot, there's so much problems there. The Sharia thing there, cut your leg, cut this and that and stuff like that. It's the same thing in the Old Testament, but the Old Testament kind of transcends into the New Testament called the time of grace, where all of those stoning people to death, people dying immediately because they said this and that, and all of those things went off, thereby creating a platform for people who practice that faith to be able to express love. That is not the same thing in Islam. Islam cannot talk about love now. They cannot talk about peace now because it is more or less eye for an eye. If you say this about Muhammad, a human being, yes, he's a human being, even if he's appointed by God, he's a human being. But in Islam, if you say certain things about Islam, probably it's not written in the Quran. If you're a Muslim, they said there are some hadiths written by some people here and there. These hadiths dictates and commands that if you say certain things, you go to their court, they kill you, they cut off your neck and all of those. So people are not embracing such a religion at this time. Now, why am I coming up with all of this and trying to kind of give you a background? It is because all of these things determine who people vote for or who people support, even if they are not Americans, who people support. People have said that Joe Biden, wow, is the Antichrist. He's coming up with a new, this is going to allow Islam, this and that, all because he said that everyone is going to have his own portion. He's not going to preach division in America. America is not a country where you find, of course, majority of them are Caucasians that invaded that land and took over that space. All from Europe. They're all, majority of, in fact, the Caucasians, they are Europeans. So aside the few minorities, brown-skinned people, Mexicans across the border, Latinos and all of that. So he is talking about that inclusiveness. And with inclusiveness comes certain challenges too. And with segregation also comes huge challenges too. As you can see, some people believe Donald Trump is our man. We are Caucasians. We support white supremacy. And we see a lot of these things happen during his watch. And he didn't say nothing about it. And these things are very, very tough. When someone got killed as a minority, now I'm not telling you that it is encouraged, brown skin on brown skin killing. We have to still frown at these things. Same thing like what's happening in Nigeria, in Africa, where people of the same color, skin tone, attack each other and all of these things. These are not right. It is not right at all. So, but in this case in America, people are kind of frowning at these things and they say, oh, he didn't say what he needs to say. I understand that people play the race card, but the reality is this, that minorities in America are being targeted by certain organized system, structure put in place. We've seen videos of police officers handling Caucasian shooters as if they are, they have mental problems and all of that. But once it's someone that is not, they attack you, they kill you immediately. They don't give, your judgment is passed down to you because why? Still, they cannot relate with you being equal to them. And Donald Trump, under his watch, this racism increased. That's the reason why a lot of people are upset and they're not happy about Donald Trump. They are not happy at all. So these are the reasons why people are coming up with different opinions. I'm not going to vote for him. I don't want him. Donald Trump is this, Donald Trump is that, and all of those things. So finally, Folks have been waiting to find out what is the religion of Joe Biden. Why is he speaking to them in favor of other religions such as Islam, a religion that a lot of people have termed a terrible religion, very violent religion. I wouldn't blame them. There are a lot of things that we are seeing out there that are not good at all. They are not all right at all. We all need to frown at these things. We cannot encourage these things. Even if you're from Nigeria, you see what's happening in the north. Of course, some of them have claimed that, oh, those people are not Muslims. Yes, they might not be Muslims, but it seems as if there are certain things that permit some of their actions and activities. They mightn't misinterpret it, but these things are not acceptable. So he finally, people decide to dig into his Twitter account. And recently he tweeted, he said, "My faith has been a source of immeasurable solace in times of grief and a daily inspiration to fight against the abuse of power in all its forms. As president, I will continue to serve as my anchor as it has my entire life." And he's simply saying that he is a Roman Catholic. That's it. He's a Roman Catholic. And the Pope goes to the mosque to, kind of do certain, try to relate and connect both religion together. I understand that certain people who call themselves Pentecostals or Gospel Methodists, they do not accept a Roman Catholic religion as a Christian religion. They see it as Roman Catholic religion, and not Christian religion, as they believe that there is a lot of idol worship. Although this is not to discuss about religion here, to discuss which religion is this and that, but I'm just trying to give you a background of what these elections in America, apart from other social, economic, and medical, many of the things that are in this. I'm just talking about the reasons why certain people see these elections in America, president election in America, as a game changer. Is Donald Trump going to return, or is Joe going to step in as president of the United States of America?